Hey guys, 681 Shadow, and welcome to my just a video to talk about the fact that I have finally caught up on the Bungou Stray Dogs manga. Now, this video I'll be basically discussing everything that happens beyond the end of season 2. So if you're not caught up with the manga, then don't watch this video yet, and if you want to read it, go down those in the description below. I'll have a link to the page for Dazai scans. They're the they're really the only group that's translating the manga monthly. So if you see the manga on like Kiss Anime or I mean not Kiss Anime, Kiss Manga or any of the other manga sites, it was put there without Dazai Scan's permission, and they only really post their translations to their page, which is what I'm linking in the description below, and to um, Imgur and Batoto. And they didn't tell me to say that, but I feel that it's best to support the people that are working so hard on this rather than people that are just taking their content for no reason. So once again, if you're not caught up yet, go to Dazai Scans, read the manga. So to get into it now, the manga is definitely was very good. I really enjoyed reading all the chapters from chapter 38, which is where you start, which is the start of the arc after the Guild War, the book arc, and then all the way up to chapter 49, which came out yesterday from when I'm recording this. I'm not sure if I'm going to upload it the same day. I probably will be uploading it today, but of chapter 49. I'm not going to do a full review for chapter 49 because I was actually waiting for chapter 49 to come out to do this video, as well as, of course, I was sick and things like that. So now we finally have this video. Now I can finally do this video, which is really nice. But I really liked the manga for Bungo Stray Dogs. I feel like it was really it's really well done, and some things I liked in the manga, some things things I liked, things I found hilarious. Like the thing I found the most hilarious and probably my favorite chapter here. Um I'm gonna see if I can look right now to see which chapter. I want to see which chapter it is. Let's see. I know it's in the early 40s, but I want to check the chapter. It was a chapter with Fitzgerald. Okay, it's not this chapter. I remember there was a chapter with Fitzgerald and how Fitzgerald was trying to get back up on his feet. Okay, no, it's not this chapter. It's I think the next chapter. Yeah, all right. I think it's chapter 45, where where Fitzgerald is where Fitzgerald goes shopping and everything like that. And I really found it funny because I think it was just yeah, it was this chapter, but it's really funny because Fitzgerald, I remember in the war arc, he was just so used to buying everything he saw and things like that, but he actually had to sort of look at sales and things like that, and it was really funny to see him so happy about that, because you would think that he wouldn't be so happy about him buying things like regular people do, but he was actually really happy about it, and he bought he bought all this he bought like all these kitchen supplies and things like that. So 45 was definitely my favorite chapter. If I had to say what was my favorite chapter, but de definitely some other favorite moments. I think it was chapter 43 as well. That was another really fun chapter, like the interactions between Kyoka and Lucy in the cafe, like how Atsushi was Atsushi's being like really nice to Lucy, and then Kyoka's like so smug towards her. Like I think there was one point when least I think it was this chapter where they got like water or tea or something like that, and Atsushi was being polite, and then Kyoko he was being polite. He was like, oh yeah, it's really good, but then Kyoko comes in and she's just like, it's whatever. But I found like the interaction between them really funny. But but then especially I've really been enjoying the action and the thought and like all of the thought that's been going into how Dostoevsky's been going through and like finding and like well not finding but like going through with his plan um to basically get rid of all of the ability users in Yokohama as he's using Hawthorne to use this poison to he used I really liked how they had the poison to inflict on Fukuzawa and Mori, and if they don't get rid and if they don't kill the other host in 48 hours, then they're both going to die, which is really going to be detrimental to I really feel like it's going to be detrimental to both organizations if their leaders die. So I really wonder how this can go because they even tried to like try to find the guy who had the poison and stuff like that, and they got a message that said you cannot change the rules. So so basically, the mafia is trying to kill Fukuzawa, and agency's trying to kill Mori. So it's pretty crazy, and there's been some interesting action like Akutagawa and Hawthorne had a little scuffle when he found out it was him, and then especially in chapter 49 there was a lot of action with there's a lot of action with the fights that were there. Like they had really interesting one, Ronpo versus Chuya, when they got pulled into that world, the novel made by Poe, where they're in like a crowd of people, and half of them are like serial killers, which is pretty crazy. But and then we had Akutagawa versus Kyoka, which was a really good fight, but then eventually they all left because the random appearance of the lemon bomb guy. Like the lemon bomb guy will come up absolutely out of nowhere, which is just the best part. I feel like that's the best part about him. He comes up out of nowhere. Like no one expected him to come into this chapter. Like they expected just like Akutagawa to be fighting and stuff like that. But then the lemon bomb guy just comes in, and I feel a sneeze coming on, but it went away. So a random sneeze while recording. But what is it? So there wasn't really anything else like I basically had no issues with the manga. The only issue, and this is because I love the series, is that it's monthly and it's not like and we have to wait so long for the chapters to come out, but it's definitely worth it. And from now on for the channel, I will be reviewing each chapter of Bungo Stray Dogs as they come out each month. So um so so once it comes out, I will be doing a separate review for chapter 50 and so on and so forth. So that is all for this sort of little discussion that I have for the Bungo Stray Dogs manga. It's really great, and I do recommend Bungo Stray Dogs to anyone who has not seen it, read it, whatever. So that is all. Thank you all for watching. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and share this video, and I will see you all next time.